In the cradle of Western civilization, the ancient Greeks forged ideas and achievements that resonate to this day. This remarkable civilization, nestled in the heart of the Mediterranean, gave birth to profound philosophies, innovative ideas, and heroic warriors. These ancient Greeks were not just wise thinkers and formidable fighters, they were also pioneers who pushed the boundaries of human understanding. They were the architects of a civilization that has profoundly shaped the world we live in. Yet who were these remarkable people who have left such an indelible mark on our world? In the bustling agoras and under the shade of olive trees, the philosophers of ancient Greece asked fundamental questions about life, ethics, and the universe. Let's begin with Socrates, the father of Western philosophy. This enigmatic figure, known more for his questions than his answers, challenged the status quo, relentlessly seeking truth and wisdom. His Socratic method, a form of dialogue based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking, has become a cornerstone of modern education and law. Socrates was a man who dared to question everything, a trait that ultimately led to his trial and execution. Yet, his spirit lived on, inspiring future generations to continue his quest for knowledge. Next, we move to his most famous student, Plato. Plato was an intellectual powerhouse who sought to understand the world through reason and dialogue. He founded the Academy in Athens, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. His writings, especially his dialogues featuring Socrates, have been pivotal in shaping Western philosophical thought. Among his many contributions, Plato's theory of forms, which posits the existence of perfect, immaterial versions of objects or ideas, has had a lasting influence on metaphysics and ontology. But Plato's influence didn't end with his own work. His most distinguished student, Aristotle, went on to become one of the greatest philosophers of all time. Aristotle was a polymath, his interests spanning from physics and biology to ethics and aesthetics. Unlike his teacher Plato, Aristotle believed in empiricism, the idea that knowledge comes primarily from sensory experience. His work in logic, particularly his development of the syllogism, has been fundamental to the advancement of Western scientific and philosophical thought. These philosophers didn't just theorize in isolation, they engaged in passionate debates in the public squares, their ideas clashing and evolving. Imagine Socrates questioning the Athenian elite, or Plato and Aristotle, fervently discussing the nature of reality beneath the olive trees. Through dramatized scenarios, we can visualize these vibrant exchanges, making these ancient philosophers come alive in our minds. Their philosophies weren't abstract musings confined to the realm of thought. They explored ethics, politics, and the nature of reality, themes that are deeply relevant to our lives today. From Socrates, we learn the value of questioning and critical thinking. From Plato, we understand the power of ideas and the importance of dialogue. And from Aristotle, we appreciate the role of empirical evidence and logical reasoning. These philosophers of ancient Greece, these architects of thought, laid the foundations for Western philosophy and science. They dared to ask difficult questions, to challenge accepted notions, and to seek truth in a world filled with uncertainty. Their ideas have been passed down through the centuries, influencing scholars, scientists, and thinkers across generations. Their profound questions continue to echo through the ages, shaping our understanding of the world. So, as we move forward, let us carry with us the spirit of Socratic questioning, Platonic dialogue, and Aristotelian reasoning as we continue to explore the vast universe of knowledge. From the battlefields of Marathon to the narrow pass of Thermopylae, the warriors of ancient Greece showcased a fierceness of spirit and strategic genius. This is not simply a tale of ancient warfare, but a testament to the unwavering bravery and strategic mastery that these warriors embodied. The Greek soldiers, known as hoplites, formed the backbone of the military forces. Clad in bronze armor, armed with spears and shields, they stood shoulder to shoulder in a phalanx formation, a formidable wall of defense. This was not merely a method of fighting, but a symbol of unity and discipline, showing the world the power of a collective spirit. Their bravery was unparalleled, as they stood firm against the invading Persian forces, vastly outnumbered yet never retreating. The Battle of Marathon is a prime example, where 10,000 Greek hoplites faced a Persian army of more than 25,000. Despite the odds, the Greeks emerged victorious, showcasing their indomitable spirit and tactical brilliance. But the bravery of the Greeks was not only displayed in their courage to stand against overwhelming odds, it was also reflected in their willingness to sacrifice. The Battle of Thermopylae, a narrow pass known as the Hot Gates, bore witness to this. 300 Spartans, under the leadership of King Leonidas, held off a Persian force of hundreds of thousands. Their heroism was not measured in victory, but in the determination to fight till the end, inspiring future generations with their valor. The strategic genius of the Greeks was not limited to their battle formations and fearless spirit. They also revolutionized military tactics, introducing concepts that continue to shape warfare to this day. The Greeks were among the first to understand the importance of training, discipline, and the strategic use of terrain in warfare. Take, for instance, the Battle of Salamis, where the Greeks, under the command of Themistocles, lured the Persian navy into a narrow strait, where their numeric advantage became a disadvantage. The Greek triremes, swifter and easier to maneuver, encircled the Persian ships, leading to a decisive Greek victory. This battle showcased how tactical understanding of geographical features and intelligent strategy can turn the tide of war. The Greeks also understood the importance of morale in warfare. They used music, poetry, and rousing speeches not only to inspire their troops, but also to intimidate their enemies. The rhythmic beat of the aulos, a wind instrument, set the pace for the march and the charge, synchronizing the movements of the hoplites, creating a spectacle that was as much psychological warfare as it was a battle tactic. These warriors, with their courage and cunning, have shaped the very art of war. Their legacy lives on in the annals of military history, their strategies studied in military academies around the world, and their valor remembered in the stories we tell. The bravery and strategy of the ancient Greek warriors are not just relics of a bygone era, but enduring lessons in courage, unity, and strategic thinking. Beyond their philosophical and military prowess, the ancient Greeks were pioneers in the realms of architecture, science, and politics. As we delve into the realm of architecture, we find that the Greeks were master builders, creating structures that have become symbols of their civilization. From the grandeur of the Parthenon, a symbol of Athenian democracy and Greek virtue, to the beautifully constructed theatres that served as the birthplace of drama, their architectural feats were renowned. They had a keen understanding of proportion, symmetry, and harmony, principles that remain at the heart of architectural design today. But their innovation did not stop at architecture. They also made groundbreaking strides in the field of science. Ancient Greek scientists and mathematicians, such as Pythagoras and Archimedes, laid the foundations for the ideas and principles we still use. Pythagoras' theorem, a cornerstone in geometry, and Archimedes' principles of buoyancy and leverage, have become fundamental concepts in physics. These discoveries were not just groundbreaking for their time, but continue to influence modern scientific thought. In the realm of politics, the ancient Greeks pioneered one of the most influential political systems in the world: democracy. Athens, the heart of ancient Greece, was the birthplace of this revolutionary concept. The Nix, a hill in central Athens, was where the citizens of the city-state gathered to vote on public matters. This was a radical idea in a world where rule by a single leader or a small group was the norm. The notion that every citizen had a voice was transformative and set the stage for the democratic principles we value today. The Greeks also introduced the concept of a constitution, a set of principles and rules governing a state. The Constitution of Athens, drafted by the statesman Solon, was a pioneering document, introducing concepts such as the division of powers and the rule of law. These concepts, which were radical at the time, have become the bedrock of modern democratic societies. The ancient Greeks, with their innovative spirit, indomitable curiosity, and commitment to the pursuit of knowledge, truly were pioneers of progress. They pushed the boundaries of what was known and possible in their time, and in doing so, they shaped the course of human history. Their contributions to architecture, science, and politics continue to resonate in the present day, serving as a testament to their profound impact on the world. We see their influence in the buildings we design, the scientific principles we rely on, and the democratic systems we value. The spirit of Greek innovation continues to reverberate, shaping the world as we know it. Their legacy serves as a reminder of what humanity can achieve when it dares to question, to explore, and to innovate. It is a legacy that not only illuminates our past, but also lights the way for our future. As we stand overlooking the Mediterranean Sea at dusk, we are surrounded by the legacy of the ancient Greeks. Their philosophies inform our ethics, their innovations shape our cities, Their bravery inspires our heroes. From the birth of democracy to the foundations of science, their influence echoes through the ages. Their spirit of inquiry and innovation is etched into the fabric of our society. How will we carry forward their spirit of inquiry and innovation? The legacy of the ancient Greeks calls us to ponder, to question, and to innovate.